Ever feel like you're caught in an endless loop? You work hard, you make money, you pay bills, and then poof, it's gone. Month after month, that paycheck to paycheck struggle feels like the only option. We tell ourselves, this is just how life is. But what if that was a lie? What if the path to wealth wasn't about working harder, but about thinking differently, radically differently? Today, we're diving into the legendary book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, to uncover 5 profound rules of money that the super rich live by rules. That will completely transform the way you see your job, your paycheck, and your entire financial future. Welcome to your own channel. Let's grow confidently. I'm so glad you're here because today we're breaking down Robert Kiyosaki's core principles into simple, actionable rules. Because if you can truly grasp and apply these 5 rules, you can stop running on the rat race treadmill and start building a life of genuine financial freedom. Ready to rewrite your money story? Let's dive in. The very first rule, and frankly, the one that truly shifts your perspective, is this: the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Think about how most of us operate. We're taught to get a good education, work hard, so we can land a good job. We exchange our most valuable asset, our time, our energy, our very lives, for a paycheck. But here's the brutal truth. The moment you stop actively working, the money stops flowing. It's a linear exchange, a constant trade-off, and it's exhausting. The poor and middle class are often stuck on that treadmill, constantly chasing the next dollar. They're focused on their income statement. The rich, however, are planting seeds and tending a garden. They're acquiring things, assets that generate income for them, whether they're actively working, sleeping, or on vacation. They shift their focus to their balance sheet. This isn't about laziness, it's about building systems that generate passive income. It's about designing a life where your money works harder for you than you work for it. This leads us straight into rule number 2, and it's deceptively simple. Yet, it's where most people get tripped up. Know the difference between an asset and a liability. Here's the simplest definition Kiyosaki gives. An asset is anything that puts money in your pocket. A liability is anything that takes money out of your pocket. It's that straightforward. The key is to look at cash flow. Consider your primary home. For many, it's considered their biggest investment. But is it truly an asset by Kiyosaki's definition? Not usually. It constantly takes money out of your pocket from mortgage payments, property taxes, insurance, maintenance, and utility bills. It's a liability, absorbing your cash flow. Now, compare that to a small rental property you own. That property puts money in your pocket through rent every month, making it an undeniable asset. Or how about a fancy new car purchased on a loan? That's a classic liability. Payments, insurance, gas, depreciation. It's a constant drain. The rich understand this distinction deeply. They're constantly evaluating where their money is flowing and making sure it's flowing in more than it's flowing out. Rule number 3, the rich continuously acquire assets, while the poor and middle class acquire liabilities. It's a consistent, deliberate cycle. Wealthy individuals use their hard-earned income not to immediately buy flashy toys, but to buy things that generate more income. They funnel their money into investments, businesses, or intellectual property. This creates a powerful, compounding snowball effect. The income from their assets then allows them to buy more assets. And eventually, their passive income can cover all their expenses. The rest of us, well, we often earn money and then immediately spend it on things that drain our wallets. For example, Getting a bonus might lead to buying that new smartphone, a bigger TV, or taking on more debt for a luxury vacation. These are all liabilities that provide temporary gratification, but keep you stuck in the cycle of working to pay for your purchases, rather than having your purchases pay you. This simple daily choice where you direct your money is the most fundamental determinant of your financial trajectory. It's about discipline and foresight over instant gratification. Now, rule number 4 might be the hardest for many to accept, but it's incredibly powerful and liberates you from the paycheck trap. Work to learn, not to earn. We're conditioned from a young age to prioritize the highest paying job. We chase the big salary, the stable career path. But Kiyosaki argues that true, lasting wealth comes from acquiring valuable skills, not just a fat paycheck. The rich don't just look for income, they seek out roles, projects, or experiences where they can learn about sales, marketing, communication, negotiation, investing, public speaking, or managing people and systems. These are the soft skills and practical financial literacy that truly allow you to create your own opportunities and scale your income exponentially, regardless of your job title. A high salary might give you security in the short term, like being handed a fish. But a diverse skill set teaches you how to fish, build fishing boats, and even start a fishing business for a lifetime. It's about building your human capital and becoming indispensable in the marketplace. Finally, the 5th and arguably most powerful rule, the ultimate asset, is that the single most powerful asset we all possess is our mind. Money, at its core, is just an idea. It's a tool. Your ability to truly understand financial principles, to think creatively about problems, to spot hidden opportunities where others see only obstacles, and to maintain the discipline and courage to act, that's what ultimately generates and sustains wealth. Without financial education and the right mindset, even a large sum of money can quickly be squandered. We've all seen lottery winners who end up broke. Their minds weren't prepared. Your mind is a muscle. Train it, feed it with knowledge, challenge its limiting beliefs, and it will show you paths to prosperity you never knew existed. It's about continuous learning, adapting, and developing that internal strength to navigate the financial world successfully. So there you have it, the 5 fundamental money rules from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. This isn't just about accumulating wealth. It's about changing your entire relationship with money, challenging conventional wisdom, and taking absolute control of your financial destiny. These principles changed my perspective, and I truly believe they can change yours too. Now, I'd absolutely love to hear from you. Which of these 5 rules resonated most, or maybe even challenged you today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're truly ready to unlock more life-changing insights and build your own path to financial freedom, make sure to smash that like button to tell YouTube this content matters, and hit subscribe right now so you don't miss our next video. We're on this journey together to grow confidently.